Junk journal with me as I make my About Me page for the Sisterhood Shuffle experience that I am participating in right now. The Sisterhood Shuffle is like a Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal, except we're not sending journals to each other. Each of us in our groups, there are multiple groups of about 20 members each, some smaller groups, where instead of sending journals, we are each creating a page that's no bigger than a size of a regular page, I believe, and we share that with each other. So I'm going to make one page, send it out to 20 sisters, and I'll get about 20 pages back. And when I get my pages back from my sisters in the group, they're going to go into a special journal that I've made just for this sisterhood experience. And that journal I've done a video about before. It's called my Sisterhood Shuffle Library. The way I do my junk journals is I use composition notebooks and I go ahead and put down typically book pages, secondhand book pages, upcycled book pages as background pages before I start working in them. So each of the things that I get back from my sisters are going to be put into my journal. Now, the first page I have set aside to journal about what the Sisterhood Shuffle is. And I'm going to tag Tiffany in this video because Tiffany is the one who's coordinated this. The website is sisterhoodshuffle.com. You need to go check it out because we are mailing out our first round at the end of this week, and there'll be multiple rounds in the future. So if you're interested in participating, definitely go sign up. But the first page is going to have information about the shuffle itself. Now, there are multiple ways we can do our About page. Some sisters will make 20 different pages. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a spread about me. This is the very next set of pages in this journal. So I'm going to do my spread here, and then I will digitize it and print out copies of it to send. But I am going to leave one piece of my spread customizable that will be different on each sister's pages. I'll show you that when I get to it. But for now, let's get started. And what I'm going to do is start making my About Me spread. Now, the way I've conceptualized this is I'm going to try to put multiple things that embody who I am, things I like, etc. So I've made a list already. The first thing I want to convey in my About Me spread is books. I'm a librarian by professional training. I don't work in a library now. I do knowledge management now at a health sciences center. But books and libraries are fundamental to who I am as a person. And this is why I've named my journal Sisterhood Shuffle Library. So let me get down some ephemera related to books that I can put into this spread. For that, I'm going to turn to my ephemera binders. I have them organized, and I'm just really getting started in doing this organization. But this is the binder that, oh, you can't see me pull it out, but I have a binder up here. Here it goes. This is my binder that has my ephemera that I've already organized related to books and library. Okay, as I go to my binder, one of the things that I see that I think I'm going to use is this page. In fact, I might completely cover up one of the pages I've already put down. I am not opposed to doing that, but this is cool. This is Belle in her library. So this might be ephemera piece number one. My current junk journal theme is unicorns. This is my June junk journal. So I want to embody some of that into this spread about me. And purple is my favorite color. So I have some things I pulled to see if I'm going to include them in the layout. This is an image that I made based off of a bag that I saw at a thrift store last month. And then I have this flashcard that says Morado, which is purple. And then this is a unicorn. It's actually a purple unicorn. Now, I didn't show you the other ephemera that I pulled related to Florida and genealogy and family history. I'm not going to go into it, but these are some things that I pulled for that. Also, there's two more things that I want to embody in this spread. One of my favorite musical groups is the K-pop band BTS. I have their figurines behind me in almost every video that I do. So I'm going to put this card in my About Me page. This is their cartoon representations of each of the band members. This is BT21, but each of these represents one of the band members. So that's going to go on my spread. And I am a big fan of the movie Lilo and Stitch. I particularly like Stitch a lot. My January junk journal was Elvis Stitch. And unfortunately, just yesterday at the time I'm recording this video, the actress who portrayed the voice of Lilo, Davy Chase, passed away. So I want to put something in here for Lilo and Stitch in honor of her and the fact that this is one of my favorite movies. So these are the elements that I want to include. Books, Florida, trees to represent family history, unicorns, something purple, something about BTS, and something about Lilo and Stitch. So with all those things, let's mix up the pot and see what we come up with for the spread. Okay, I'm so excited because I have my basic spread done. So here on this side, I did replace the page I already had with the library and Belle in the library. This is the Clearwater Public Library. This is a bookmark for Florida. We've got the BTS card for my group. And then on the opposite side, we have the Purple Unicorn, Lilo. I've got stickers. What's a spread about Florida and the Tampa Bay area if pirates are not included? If you know, you know. And then a tree for representing my working on family trees. Now, I did leave quite a bit of space blank in my spread because this is the part that's going to be customizable. So let me show you what I'm going to do that's going to be unique for each sister in the group. First, let me digitize this page. Okay, I've digitized the page and printed it out. Now the dimensions did not exactly take up a whole 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, so I did use one of the collage soup collages as a background, and this is the full collage soup image, so you can see the whole thing. This is from a collaboration that Collage Soup did with Jack Ravi. I will tag them and the artist, but isn't that cool? So every sister is going to get this as a base. Now, what I'm going to do, unique for each sister, is in this spot up here, put one of my favorite books. For example, I am about to reread this book, Stephen King's The Stand. So in one sister is going to get this book, and I made a little library checkout card, and it actually says The Stand by Stephen King. So every sister is going to get a combination of one book of mine that I particularly like. And because I'm into books, when I send them the page, it will be folded in half like a book. And on the front, my letter to the sister is going to be included. And I'm going to use a postcard. I have a whole set of postcards. I'm going to use a postcard on the front where I will have a little letter to them as well as a piece of paper that I make that explains what's on my About Me page. I'll put this one together as an example so you can see what at least one of the finished products will look like. And here is what the finished product is going to look like for each sister. They'll get a page folded in half. Here is a postcard. I'm using washi tape to affix it so they can reuse it if they want to use it in their junk journals. It will have a flip up, so I'll put a personal note to them on here. And then here I will glue a page, a little bit of information about the About Me page. So I haven't made that yet, but what goes underneath this postcard will be the same for each sister. I will try to use ransom letters to spell my name across the bottom of the front of the book so that you'll know this is about me. You'll open it up, have my About Me page, and then a book that I have as one of my favorites. And again, each sister is going to have a different book. So what do you think? Maybe I'll put some stickers or something back here as another little gift for each sister. But isn't this the coolest thing? I love that I've managed to come up with a way to make a junk journal spread, but duplicate it so that I can share with the same one with all my sisters, but yet and still have a piece that's customized for each one and special for them. So I am excited. I have to make 20 of these now, but I cannot wait to get these out in the mail to my sisters for round 1 of Sisterhood Shuffle. I want to thank Tiffany for coming up with this idea, and I'm looking forward to the exchange with my sisters. Let me know what you think about this approach, and if you're interested in the Sisterhood Shuffle, definitely holler. We'll make sure you get into the whole network of it for the next round. Happy crafting, everybody!